Hello everybody and welcome back to DC Central, and in today's episode we are going to be breaking down and going over the new poster that has been officially released for The Flash Season 6, as well as some news regarding some returning cast members for not only this season of The Flash, but more specifically Crisis on Infinite Earths. So let's get into it. So it's been quite a while since I've talked about anything Flash related, so this should be something interesting to talk about. But I will have to say, because I haven't really mentioned The Flash since Comic-Con really, I have to say I'm really looking forward to The Flash this season. I've got to say, I think that they're doing a lot of good things. I'm really liking what I'm hearing about the season. Also, Eric Wallace, who is the new showrunner, is making a lot of fulfilling promises. Obviously, whether he does actually fulfill those promises is a different question, but given the fact that he is a new showrunner, I really feel like he could breathe some new life into the show, which I feel like it really needs after Season 5. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to this season of The Flash. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really great when the show starts up again, and I'll be reviewing it once again for you guys, and really getting back into doing YouTube on this channel again. Because obviously I just haven't really been doing it as much over the summer because it's just, there's not been as much to talk about, and I didn't want to force out videos that I didn't want to make just because it would come across to you guys. I didn't want to make them, and you know, that's not good for anybody. So, you know, as soon as the shows come back and they're really starting to, you know, because we're really in sort of like the last stretch now of the off season, videos are going to start picking back up again, and I'm going to be excited to talk about this season of The Flash because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on, especially leading into Crisis. There's going to be a lot of really good stuff. The crossover is going to be really influential this season. There's just a lot of good stuff going on in the Arrowverse this year, and I'm really excited for it to start. So let's start off by talking about the poster for The Flash Season 6. So this was officially released alongside the Supergirl Season 5 poster, which was released a couple days earlier. The Supergirl poster, just to give you my quick thoughts on that, I'll just put it on screen now. I think it's pretty terrible, to be honest. I mean, I think Kara looks really good on the poster, Melissa looks great, the new suit looks awesome. But my problem with this poster is that a lot of the images used for the other characters, like James and Jean and Brainy, are all just reused images from other posters, so it kind of comes across a bit lazy, this poster, to me. Some of it looks okay, like I think Alex looks good, like I said, Kara looks good, Nia looks good, but everyone else is just kind of like reused images, and I don't really like that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Supergirl poster, I guess. But going over to the Flash poster for Season 6, this poster got quite a mixed reaction. I have to say, I like the poster overall, personally. I really like it. We get a good look at all the characters. Like, I like how it really highlights Team Flash here. Like, we really have, this is our core Team Flash right now, with Barry, Caitlin, Cisco, Iris, and Ralph. I really like that it's just highlighting Team Flash as it is right now. And this is really cool. So let's just go through sort of each of the characters one by one on this poster and see what's going on. So Caitlin, we'll start off with Caitlin. Obviously she's sort of in a Killer Frost mode here. Looks really cool. I feel like Killer Frost really could go in an interesting direction this season, given where they ended her with Season 5. I think that the character of Caitlin and also the character of Killer Frost have honestly just obviously become one now, and they are kind of in tune with one another. Like, she can switch between them at any time. They both have their different uses. Apparently Killer Frost is going to be around a lot more this season inside of Star Labs, which could be interesting. That could provide some cool dynamics. So, you know, I feel like this is setting up some cool stuff, and the fact that they've put Killer Frost on this poster rather than Caitlin, I think is very, very indicative of what we could be seeing this season. And then we also have Cisco next to her as well. Obviously, there was a lot of questions about Cisco this season, what's going on with him. It seems like it is pretty much all but confirmed now that Cisco is sticking around for the entire season. He's not leaving the show. He's just going to be back to kind of his Season 1-esque role that he had before he became a metahuman. So I feel like Cisco, I'm glad he's not leaving the show, because it would have been a real loss to the show if he did. So it's really great that he's back. Obviously, I know that the idea of him not leaving the show is not news. It's been known for a long time, but like I said, I haven't really made any Flash videos in a long time, so I haven't really brought it up. But really happy that Cisco's sticking around. We also have Iris there. Iris full front as she should be, next to Barry. Iris, I'm really excited about this season. Like, Iris is going to be awesome this season. If they really do give her that journalism storyline, which it really looks like they are this season, like Candice Patton's talked about it in the past. And I've always felt bad for her because she's never got it. But it really seems like her and Eric Wallace have been working together this season to get it to work. So I'm so happy for Candice. I think she's a wonderful actress, a wonderful person, and I'm so happy that she's getting these roles and this role within the season. I think it's going to be so good if it pays off. And I really think it will be. Like, I'm honestly, Iris is one of the characters I'm most looking forward to in Season 6 just because of this storyline alone. They set it off in a really good place for Season 5, and I really feel like we have a really good jumping off point going into Season 6. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they can pull this off correctly. And then we have Ralph in the top corner there. Again, Ralph, another character I'm really looking forward to. They did a lot of good character work with Ralph last season. They really improved him for me. I was a big fan of Ralph in Season 4, but they really did good work with him in Season 5. So obviously going into Season 6, he's going to be embracing his detective side a lot more, which I'm really looking forward to. That's exactly what Ralph should be doing on this show, so I'm really happy about that. Obviously we see him here in his elongated man outfit, which makes sense. But also Sue Dibney is going to be introduced this season, or Sue Dearborn at this point. So Ralph is going to be getting a love interest. We're also going to be delving into Ralph's family apparently in this season, which intrigues me particularly. I'm a big fan of Ralph personally, and I think it might be just because I really like Hartley Sawyer as well, who plays him. But I just think that Ralph is a really interesting character who has not had the full potential, has not had his full potential explored yet on the show, and given the fact he's still around, definitely gives us time to explore that potential. So I'm really excited for Ralph to really step up this season and get some really cool stuff going on, because while they did some character work with him in Season 5, it wasn't much. And of course finally we have Barry on the front there with the new suit, and this is the first time we actually got to see the cowl properly up close. I don't know what it is about the Flash and their posters, but they always struggle to get the Flash suit in a good light. Yeah, I don't really like the look of the cowl in this particular shot. I'm not dissing the suit in any way, because we've seen other shots of the suit where I think it looks brilliant. I actually really like the suit this season. They've taken the Season 5 suit and really improved it. I think the Season 6 one looks fantastic. It's just in this particular poster it doesn't look all that great to me. But I really like the wings on the ears. They look really cool. And like I said, I haven't really given my thoughts on the new suit overall yet. I love the new Season 6 suit. It's like the most comic accurate they've ever done. It's brilliant. I love it. It's just like I say, on this particular poster it doesn't look all that great. But overall, I really like this poster. I think it's really good looking. It looks fantastic. I know a lot of people didn't like this poster, and for me it was a bit off when I first saw it, but the more I look at it, and even just looking at it right now, I really, really like this poster. So for me, I think this is a really good looking one. Obviously this is what they'll use on all the promotional material, on the Blu-ray and things like that. I'm happy with it, and I think this sets up Season 6 really nicely. Now, another piece of news that I'd quickly like to mention is that John Wesley Shipp has been officially confirmed to be returning for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover at the end of the year. Obviously, John Wesley Shipp, known for playing Henry Allen, or playing Jay Garrick and the 90s Flash, and also, of course, the Flash in the 1990s Flash TV series. He's been on the show for a while now, but he's going to be returning for Crisis. Now, the CW has confirmed to TV Insider that John Wesley Shipp will be returning for the 5-part crossover, but they've not actually stated which character he's going to be playing. Obviously, there are a multitude of characters he could be playing. I feel like it's likely we could see him actually play 2 characters. We know there are quite a lot of actors in Crisis playing a couple of characters. We know Stephen Amell is playing a couple of different characters. I believe Tom Cavanaugh is playing a different couple of characters. So there is potential for John Wesley Shipp to be not only playing the 90s Flash, which I fully expect to show up, but also it could be potential that he could be playing Jay Garrick as well. I feel like there's a potential for both of those characters to show up, because obviously we're going to be getting a lot of different characters back throughout the crossover and also just throughout this season. I wouldn't be surprised if John Wesley Shipp actually shows up on The Flash at some point in Season 6, maybe even before the crossover happens. Again, I don't know that. I'm not confirming that. That's not been confirmed. That's just pure speculation. But in regards to who he could be playing, like I say, I think it's equally as likely that he could be playing the 90s Flash or Jay Garrick, or even equally as likely as he's playing both. I feel like both of those characters could show up. Like, 90s Flash has quite a big connection to the Monitor. Obviously, in regards to what's happening in Crisis, that's already happened on Earth 90, so he could come over here to help the heroes with that, because he already knows how this plays out. He knows how to stop it, really. Like, he knows what to do to prevent certain things from happening. But then also Jay Garrick is, of course, a big force from Earth 3, and there's big speculation going on among the Arrowverse fan community at the moment that Earth 3 is one of the Earths that will get destroyed, so that could lead Jay Garrick to actually coming over to Earth 1, which would be really cool. So I feel like John Wesley Shipp, we love it every time he comes back. He's a great actor. He's a great addition to the show in any form, no matter what character he plays. But the fact he's going to be playing a big role in Crisis, playing potentially 90s Barry Allen or Jay Garrick, it's just always exciting to have John Wesley Shipp back, so I'm all for it. So what are your guys' thoughts on all the news discussed today? What do you think of the poster? What do you think about John Wesley Shipp returning? Who do you think he could be playing? And what are you most looking forward to about the Flash Season 6 overall? Make sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you want to see more DC content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I hope to see you guys again in my next video.